Happy Tuesday, second grade writers. Welcome to our Tuesday mini lesson. Today's lesson is going to look very similar to the last few days' lessons. And the reason for that is we are going to collect one more idea and really look at one more of our writing ideas and break it down and see if we could maybe turn it into a small moment story. Tomorrow, you are going to be choosing your favorite story idea, because we're going to take that idea and we're going to make it really, really good, okay? This is a story map, so we're mapping out the idea right here, but we're going to be taking one of these maps and we're going to be using that map to really make a great story. So I was just looking at my heart that I brainstormed with all of you, and what I would love for you to do is, when you're starting this activity, to take a look at the heart and take a look at the notebook page as well, because you have brainstormed ideas. So you're going to select just one more. Now, I wrote about sledding with Cam, and I also wrote about when I adopted Tilly, which was last year. And all of you wrote another story. I only did the two. So I'm going to do one more today, okay? And I am going to write about, I'm going to write about when my grandma and I were searching for fireworks, okay? And that's one of my ideas I had on here. But if you come up with another idea that's not a part of your heart, that's fine. I just find that it helps inspire me. Okay, search for fireworks. So for title, I'm going to write Search for Fireworks. And then I'm just going to break down what it is, when it happened, where it happened, and who was there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do my beginning, middle, end of the story. So what? I'm going to say my Gram, that's what I call her. My Gram and I wanted to watch fireworks. We wanted to watch fireworks, and we were searching for a good place to see the fireworks. When? I think this happened 2 summers ago. So I'm going to put 2 years ago in summer. Okay, it was 2 years ago in the summer. Where? We were in Minocqua. I'm not sure how to spell it. That's okay. We were in Minocqua, Wisconsin, which is a place in northern Wisconsin. And who was it? It was my Gram, and it was me. All right. Now, these next 3 boxes are for the beginning of your story, the middle of your story, and the end of your story. And I will do the typing of this, and I will show you more in my example video on Seesaw. But right now, I'm just going to talk through my story to you. And that's always a really good idea when you're telling a story. So if you have an animal at home, if you have a sibling at home, if you have a grown-up at home, a really helpful tip I have for you is to have you tell them that story, beginning, middle, end, before you even type it. That can be really helpful. All right, so in the beginning, my grandma and I woke up at her mobile home, which is like a little trailer. So her and my grandpa have a trailer, and it's in Minocqua, and she goes there in the summer. So in the morning, my grandma and I woke up and had breakfast. While eating breakfast, we talked about how we wanted to be able to watch the fireworks that were going to be on display. In the middle, so in the afternoon, my grandma and I talked to my grandpa and asked my grandpa if he knew where we would be able to see the fireworks that were going to be going off. Because you see, it was the 4th of July. I should probably put that in the when. 2 years ago, in summer, 4th of July. Sometimes when we're actually breaking stories down, we think of more things as we go. And that's okay. That's why it's important to talk through the story. Okay, so we talked to my grandpa. He wasn't sure he wasn't sure where we would be able to see the fireworks. So at the end, before it started getting dark, my grandma and I drove in my grandma's car, and we were looking for places where we could see the fireworks. We went all over, and it started to get dark. It finally became dark outside, and we were driving past a Walmart store parking lot, and we saw somebody sitting on top of their truck, and they were watching something. So my grandma and I looked, and we could see that person was watching the fireworks. So we pulled into the parking lot, and we got out of her car, and we sat on top of her car and watched the fireworks together. So that is my story about my grandma and I searching for fireworks. When you're finished watching this video, make sure you go to the seesaw activity. I'm going to break this all down on there so you can see how I do it. But again, if you're feeling like, Miss Weninger, we've had to do this 4 times. I know you have. Trust me, it's good to have a few different ideas to choose from when you're picking your story that you're going to be focusing on for the next couple weeks. Because the story you pick, you're going to be focusing on, and we're going to be working really hard to make it better and better. And trust me, you want it to be a topic that you're interested in. All right, second graders, I can't wait to see what you choose for your 4th writing topic.